Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Winter Olympic Games. Those take place in the summer, right? And that's the other half of the joke that originally started back in episode 127 when I looked at the game's counterpart, Olympic Summer Games. As I said back then, Olympics games didn't really find a lot of mainstream appeal until Mario and Sonic made them cute and funny and introduced us all to Kickboxer Peach. But they did still get released pretty regularly to tie in with the games, as was the case with both Summer and Winter Olympic Games, which both were minigame collections featuring games from, well, the games. I also want to once again make it clear that I genuinely use a randomizer to pick which game I review each episode, and I swear it's fully sentient at this point, because this episode happens to coincide with the actual Winter Olympic Games happening as we speak. Frankly, at this point, I'm a little intimidated it's going to take over the whole show. Winter Olympic Games, tagged with the name Lilyhammer 94 due to the location of the Olympics that year, was released for a small selection of systems, including the Game Boy. The developer, Unexpected Development, has appeared a few times on the show, with their quality ranging from the actually pretty good RoboCop vs. Terminator to the actually pretty awful Spider-Man and X-Men. So there's no way of knowing how this game will go. However, I will say I'm way more excited for it than Summer Games, mostly because of the subject. No disrespect to any athletes, but minigames about running and jumping just can't quite live up to minigames about rocketing down a mountain at 1 billion miles per hour, then hurling yourself into space while doing 500 backflips. The box art is also a big step up from the Summer Games box. There's a lot more action, the art is really nice, and there's not nearly as much empty white space. Also, I love the placement of this flag because it kinda makes it look like the bobsled team painted flames on the side of their sled. This one is about as timely as you can get, so get your skis on for Winter Olympic Games. Ooh, how official is this sounding? The Olympic Winter Games! Oh god, it's going by so quickly. Oh, programmed by only 2 people. Oh, this was a small team, I love that. Who are we gonna be? I believe it's Spain's time to shine. Okay, we got a whole bunch of games, including, what? Skiing? Lighting the torch, and gun? Are there gun games at the Winter Olympics? Yeah, let's start with skiing. Ooh, this music's groovy. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. What? Wait. And then a small adventurer is here. Who are you? Okay, it kind of looked like I just died instantly. Whoa. Oh, no. Okay, it's moving pretty well, and it seems to control pretty well, too. Hang on, I'm gonna bring up a guide for this just in case. Okay, I was seeing if there was something I'm missing. No, it actually is that simple. Darn it, I'm just bad at it. This is a minigame collection, we're gonna be going through everything. Shooting? I do not see a gun. Okay, I'm rotating the control stick. Oh, my heart's about to explode. One sec. This one isn't quite as exciting. It does look alright. The background especially is really good looking. God, the Game Boy was just so good at trees. Ooh. What? Oh god! Oh, it's a biathlon! Whoa, this is hard to control. Bang. Penalty? Oh, it's because I missed that one. Okay, that's kinda cool. I see what I was supposed to do. I used up my stamina way too early. I feel like you could have gotten by without the skiing part, weirdly enough. The gun part's more fun. This one was... just kind of boring. Is this one still going? Oh my god, this is boring. Okay, we're switching to a new one. I'm guessing this is ski jump. If it's anything like any other ski jump games I've played, you probably have to hit A right at the bottom, like here. Can I do anything? I can kind of wiggle. What? Guide says you have to hit A again. No! I'm only a little bit into this game, but I'm really enjoying it. Jump. A. Nice. This one is another left-right. Let's go. Oh boy. Whoa, Nelly! Oh god. Oh, and if I hold A, I speed up. Oh god. All these mini-games play totally fine. Although this one kind of looks like I'm riding a rotisserie chicken. Whoa, no! Jamaica will never compete in the bobsled again. Given that there's a flag, this is the slalom, isn't it? Go. Oh no! Man, I'm never gonna make the Olympics at this rate. It's making me want to keep playing the game and get better at it, so that means it's doing something right. Oh god. I just imagine that as soon as you miss one set of flags, they shoot you. They have a sniper trained on me right now, don't they? It's fine. I'm gonna keep going. You can't stop me. No! I'm gonna give this one more try. After this attempt. Oh god, the speed. Whoops. Wow. Oh, you really have to work on this one. Next up, figure skating? Most of these games are just mashing left and right, which is a little disappointing. None of the games seem that long. And for a game like this, that's actually a big benefit. It means you don't end up investing too much time in a game. You just go, oh, I like this one, I'll play it a couple rounds. Oh, I don't like this one, I'm not going to play it a couple rounds. And now I shall fling myself into the wall. Freestyle moguls. What? What does that do? What does that mean? Damn it! I'm magnetized to these gates. I'm getting flaws for hitting those, so I should not hit those. Oh, missed trick jump. Oh, I see. This one's about you have to avoid the bumps and then go off the end. But this time, I'm gonna do it absolutely perfectly. Mostly perfectly. Not perfectly at all. Okay, come on. Now. Oh. Oh. Darn it. Okay, I can do it. And last game. Oh, it's just a compilation. Okay, so there's 7 games. So, overall thoughts? I mean, I'll get more into it in the, post-gameplay recap, but I actually think this is pretty good. It looks decent. Each game plays pretty well. There's a couple issues, mostly related to my own idiocy. This game gets a thumbs up. I am always down for compilation games, especially ones like this that actually put the work in to make itself look and play well. I am still wondering where Sonic is, though. Shouldn't he be showing up by now? Is it weird that this game is the most I've actually interacted with the Winter Olympics this year? While that interaction is certainly a mixed bag, which we'll get into, it's a bag that mostly had positive vibes. The thing about minigame collections is that obviously it all comes down to how good the minigames are, and in the case of Winter Olympic games, they mostly were fun. All of them were easy to learn and control, and while there was some repetition in them, especially the downhill ones, they still had enough variety between them to keep the game feeling fresh and fun. I also always appreciate any minigame collection that has an option to connect the games, and I love that there are multiple options in this one, so you can pick and choose which games you want to go for a high score on. Plus, the game had solid graphics and ran very well, making this a properly enjoyable collection of games. However, this also comes with the asterisk that all minigame collections come with. Not all minigames are created equal, and while most of the games were fun and playable, a few of them weren't. The ice skating game was just mashing left and right over and over, which gets very boring very quickly. And the biathlon was bizarre, since the shooting part was actually really clever, but the rest of it was more boring button mashing. This might be more forgivable if it was a large collection of games, but with only 7 of them, it means that every one game that doesn't play well is a decent chunk of gameplay that you just don't want to interact with. Plus, a few of the games were very similar, and I can see that turning off players who want every game to be very distinct. But despite some hiccups and a few of the games not really sticking the landing, I overall enjoyed my time with Winter Olympic games. It's certainly far from the perfect minigame collection, but I think it's still a fun enough group of games for you to have a little Olympic fun all your own. Next up, we'll be reviewing Fall Olympic games. I think that one involves a lot of raking. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm BrianJ, and I'll see you next time.